Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with Stewie JP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is your old mate Beep. Beep from Fort Clan in the EBR 185. Now, as kindly pointed out in this video, he's going to do a massive spotting run right at the start. So have a look. There you go. There's one tank spotted. That's a T95 FV4 Grand Wagon, the JP. There's 705, the FV4 005, the Batchat, and lastly the enemy EBR 105. He's just done a massive spotting run on Malinovka. Picked himself up 1,000 assisted damage in the first 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds into this game. He's already got 1,000 assisted damage. It was only one shot of damage into the FV4 005 from something else with a big gun. Finds a Batchat, shoots him once, keeps moving because he is in the EBR 105. This is the Tier 10 French wheeled light tank. He's also provided me with some good information which I'm going to share towards the end of this game. Ron Malinovka, he's done the massive spotting run in the middle, and he's also moved up to this little ditch. Is it a ditch? Is it an incline where he can make some pretty good magic happen on this map. It's a full Tier 10 game. That's right, it's a full Tier 10 game playing on the Asia server. He'll be playing this on Hong Kong, I'd say. You don't see many full Tier 10 battles on the Aussie server, but Beep playing on Hong Kong is in the EBR 105. You can see he's got food running as a premium consumable. That's strong coffee, plus 10% to all crew skills and perks. That's going to help his reload time, his aim time, his camouflage values in a light tank, and of course his vision to try to spot out those tanks, which he did right at the start of that game. He's got APCR rounds loaded, which I think is standard in this tank. 390 alpha damage, 190 penetration, 240 penetration with heat rounds, which is premium in this bad boy. There's also a high explosive option. We'll see if he uses that. With the higher alpha damage, 500 alpha damage instead of 390. 500 alpha damage, 105 penetration. Useful against artillery pieces as well as light tanks. Now the Object 268 version 4, you can clearly see that Beep's in a pretty good tank. He shoots the Object 268 version 4. Wow, the Object 268 version 4 YOLOs him. And he's getting shot by his own team there. That looks like it's coming up as block damage in game, but it's not really. The Object 268 version 4 thinks he'd certainly made a decision, the Object 268 version 4. He thought that light tank over here with his mark of excellence on his little French wheeled light tank is going to be a real pain in the ass. So I'm just going to YOLO him. I really thought he's still full health, 1,300 hit points. He's still got all of his 1,300 hit points of damage. He picked up some more assisted damage for that, 1,617 assisted damage, and he's done 840 hit points of damage. The 268 version 4, we saw him come over this rise with the aim to probably shoot and ram Beep in his EBR 185, and that shooting and ramming at full speed in an Object 268 version 4 probably should have taken Beep out of the game, but he remained calm. He went for the tracking shot, which removed all momentum from the Tier 10 Russian tank destroyer, and he played with it. The artillery, the GWE 100, put a massive shot of damage into the Tier 10 Russian tank destroyer. But yes, a Beep got stunned, but he didn't receive any damage. And he also, it looks like, I think it was the FV4 005, tried to shoot the Object 268 version 4, but missed and hit Beep. But with the removal of team damage, that didn't cost Beep all of his health. Anyway, back to the game. 1-0 is the score, as Beep gets a little bit more assisted damage. Another 115 assisted damage. Brings his assisted damage up to 1,732. The score's 1-0, and of course Beep had a lot to do with that one kill, which of course was that Object 268 version 4. I'm not really sure what the 268 version 4 was thinking, because even if he got Beep out of this little part of the map, that little ditch, he would have, even if he had have killed Beep, he would have exposed himself to any tanks that were camping along the baseline, like the Grill and the 268 version 4 on Beep's team, but also whatever TDs or mediums might have been up here, like the Grill and the TVP T5051. Not really sure what he was thinking. Yes, he might have taken Beep out of the game, but he would have lost his own tank in doing so. So, a bit of a interesting decision, that one. He might have been on a mission to ram someone, to ram kill someone. Maybe that's what he was trying to do. 2-1 to score. Beep from Fort Clan in the EBR 105 on 2,028 assisted damage. 840 damage done. That's is that 3 damaging shots? I think he's now got the HE round loaded. We're talking about HE at the start of this game. It's a 500 alpha instead of 390. Hoping for a good penetrating shot. Now in the French wheeled, the Tier 8 premium French wheeled vehicles, I often use HE on front lines with a 2-shot autoloader. It's not a massive alpha gun, but you got 2 shots to do with it. And when you're coming up against other light tanks, including French-wheeled light tanks, but also artillery pieces which don't have too much armour, the high explosive option, in not just in this tank, in a lot of different tanks, is a genuine option. Puts one into the back of the T110E4. That's an HE round again, only for 73 hit points of damage. It tracks him and he gets some more assisted damage, brings his assisted damage up to nearly 3,500. Shoots him again, that time for 115, again with the high explosive. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if he wants to keep that tank tracked, because he's on a mission. He's on a mission to what's his mission? He's got 9 out of 10 of that one. He's got 3 battles left to improve the result. Enable your allies to destroy 10 enemy vehicles by spotting them or destroying their tracks. Well, the T110E4 just got taken out, so that might have been one of them, because I think at the start of this game, this one said 8. There you go. There's another one. Spots out the Batchat, and that's completing that mission with honours for the Object 279 early, the final personal missions reward tank. And now he's just getting greedy now. He's not getting greedy, he's just having a good time. Auto aims and shoots and kills the T92 HMC. The Batchat shoots him for 415. He shoots and he finds and rams he rams the T100, who hits him for 400. That was probably a high explosive round as well. It was. And he got away with it, though. He got away with it with 27 hit points, which we all know is 26 hit points more than he needs, while spotting those last camping tanks in that corner of Malinovka up there in the north. He vastly increased that score. No worries whatsoever. Let's have a look at the result before we show you a little bit of a map tactic that Beep created just for us. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. You got the Spotter Medal for doing at least 1,000 hit points of damage. Bruiser, 5 for effect. You got 28 bonds. Probably the last premium tank mission with the premium tank missions for 25 bonds a day. Plus you got an extra 3 bonds because of the Scout Medal for detecting the most tanks, and the patrol duty. And of course, when you get a full tier 10 game, you do get the opportunity to get some more bonds. He spotted plenty of tanks there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He spotted 11 out of the 15 enemy tanks. He had 11 of them, and he got 7,787 assisted damage. Have a look at that. 7,787 assisted damage. He fired 15 shots, 10 hit, 4 penned, but 5 did splash damage, so that's 9 out of 10. That's not too bad. 2,732 damage done. He got a couple of kills as well, but that spotting damage is what really gave him that massive amount of experience, the massive top score, an ace tanker, and he even made some credits, nearly 10,000 credits. With a premium account, you can see, I think he's paying full price for consumables, looking at that figure there, which is something I don't like to do. But anyway, if he hadn't of that, he would have made a little bit more money for that one. But he's kindly supplied us with this tutorial picture, and this is his initial spotting run. He started in the south spawn. You can see that on the screen. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. He started in the south spawn, and he's flown through the guts basically to try to and he's put the crosses on where the tanks that he initially spotted at the beginning of the game. He spotted out any lights that were in there, which it wasn't. I think the light tank went north, but he spotted out the mediums that were going there. The tank destroyers up here in the northern middle part of the map, where the tank destroyers often tend to do tank destroyer things, and the tanks that were climbing up towards the hill. So in his little map tactic that he's drawn up for us very kindly, Beep, what a legend, he's outspotting the lights in the south. The middle part was to outspot any lights who are trying to take those bushes in the middle of the map, where you often do see light tanks go for those bushes. And then when he comes back, does a little U-turn and gets into that aggressive position where the 268 version 4 tried to ram kill him. He had a great time up there, that's for sure. Massive game, Beep. Thank you very much for the replay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.